US President Donald Trump has said that he would absolutely consider bombing Iran again if intelligence indicated that Iran was still able to enrich uranium to nuclear weapons grade. Asked in a White House press conference whether he would consider fresh airstrikes if last week's strikes were not successful in ending Iran's nuclear ambitions, Trump replied, without question, absolutely.
If the intelligence reports conclude that Iran can enrich uranium to a level that concerns you, would you consider bombing the country again?
Without question, absolutely.
Trump also insisted that Iran wants to return to negotiations on its nuclear program a week after U.S. strikes on Iran's 3 nuclear facilities, including Fordo. However, Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi has denied any agreement for resumption of talks with the United States.
So Iran wants to meet. As you know, their sites were obliterated. They're very evil nuclear sites. They were, now has been proven. We had some fake news for a little while.
Later, in a post on Truth Social, Trump said that he had saved the Iranian Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei from a very ugly death. And in the post, Trump claimed that U.S. forces knew exactly where Khamenei was but did not let Israel or U.S. forces kill him. He further added that he'd immediately dropped work on sanctions relief for Iran after Khamenei said his country had scored a victory over the United States. Trump's comments received a sharp rebuke from Iran's Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi. In a post on X, Araghchi condemned Trump's statements as disrespectful and unacceptable and said that if Trump genuinely wants a deal, he should set aside his tone towards the Iranian Supreme Leader. Meanwhile, a week after Trump claimed that the U.S. strikes had obliterated Fordo, new satellite images have emerged which show the impact of the U.S. strikes. However, the extent of the damage still unclear. Iran also rejected a request by UN nuclear watchdog IAEA to visit its nuclear facilities bombed by the United States and Israel. In a post on X, Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi called the IAEA's request meaningless and malign in intent, and he hit out at the IAEA chief Rafael Grossi personally for not speaking out against the Israeli and US strikes, describing it as an astounding betrayal of his duties. Meanwhile, hundreds of thousands of Houthi supporters celebrated what they called Iran's victory over Israel and described it as a gain for the Palestinian cause.